Dick Sword
Oh,
here.
look at that. It's the top of the hour already. And we actually managed to like kill those 2 minutes, and nobody was any of the wiser. Ladies and gentlemen, after a brief hiatus, we are back on a Thursday night. This is Thursday, July 18th
That's right.
in the
18 in
year.
life again.
That's right. In the year of our clownishness, 2024. You know what we do on Thursday nights.
Woohoo! Get back harder.
That's right.
Are you ready? Smoke more of
I've
the
been
weed.
ready.
Here we
Are
go.
you kidding me? I've been ready since we left Pueblo. Like I was itching to get back on the microphone.
And for hour number 2, I do have a copy of the local newspaper today, all 4 pages of it. Oh, God, it's so sad. It's so fucking sad. I mean, it rolled up. It looks like a graduation program or something at this point. It's
Or
really
a big joint, like a Cheech and
yeah,
Chong style joint. You just
yeah,
kind of
pretty
wad it
much.
up and yeah.
Pretty sad.
Yeah.
But you know, I always for some reason I just was fascinated by the gregarious and effervescent attitude of Richard Simmons. That guy was always just a ball of happiness.
Yeah.
Come on, ladies, and uh, so I got home, got the kids put to bed, and all that, and logged onto the internet at about 5 after 9. Checked in on the Rumble chat there, and decided, you know what? Uh, I wonder if I can make a brand new song and video for Richard Simmons before 10 o'clock. Fuck, son. I got it done in 15 minutes. I've been smoking dope for the last 20 minutes.
That's right.
Got it done, son. So,
Smoking
I
so
mean,
much weeds that he was almost late. I
yeah,
can I can hardly believe it.
the reason why I was late was because of the coffee. Um,
Oh yeah, the coffee.
Drizzle
You had to
can
make a pit
attest.
stop.
Uh, there's basically two sides to the Yona: weeds and coffee.
Oh.
Coffee and weeds. If I completely run out of coffee, I switch to Mexican soda pops.
Which it was fortunate that we were in Pueblo because they just happened to have a Save-A-Lot that was basically a Mexican mercado just dropped in the middle of America. It's
No
crazy.
shit.
It was absolutely crazy. I was like, oh, hell, if I lived here, this is exactly where I would do my
That's where I'd
shopping.
be going to shop, bro. That wall with all the fucking spices and peppers and
Hmm.
powders and holy shit, man! They
All
must have had
sorts of good stuff.
55 kinds of fucking Mexican peppers, man.
Well, it's
Oh
like I
shit.
said, man, if things get just like batshit crazy in Texas, which is a possibility, because secession is going to be on the ballot in November.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like if things just completely fall apart in Texas, Pueblo's just 16 hours that way, and weed is legal there. Like you can
Yep.
walk into a store and buy weed for a reasonable price. Cash money.
Yep. And I went up there and turned on my fucking cell phone and just was immediately making about $25 an hour. But I don't know what the cost of living is there. Um, Although I did figure out that it was much more than West Virginia, but that's kind of going to be the case when you compare the cost of living in West Virginia to any fucking where else, because this is probably the dirt cheapest place to live, really. Cheapest cigarettes, cheapest food, cheapest gas.
You sure
Cheapest,
it's
because
not
I mean,
Mississippi?
because you got really dirt poor people there. Now, Mississippi has the cheapest gas.
Because they
There
have
was
so many
dirt cheap
refineries.
gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
I
sense.
mean, like, it was like I ended up getting gas at one place. It was $2.58 a gallon. Son of a bitch.
Damn.
And I went in the store and everything, and like, I was the only dude there that wasn't black.
Yeah.
That's when
Yeah.
I knew I was in Mississippi.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. The one time that I remember being in Mississippi, we it was when I was on the sales crew, and we rolled up on a Crystal Burger at like, I don't know, it was like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that, and we were the only white folks in the place.
Yeah,
I was like, this is kind of awesome.
yeah. Welcome to the Magnolia State.
There you go.
Anyway,
Yeah.
um, shit, there was a
I did
song I
not
did the
expect
other
you to
day.
dive right into the Richard Simmons, you know,
Oh,
because
fuck,
I figured
forgetting
we could
now.
save that for like a big centerpiece later on or something.
Right,
The
right.
last thing I wanted to do
No, I just
was
wanted to make
put
sure that I had it done,
anything.
and I got the link there
Yeah,
to
yeah,
you,
yeah.
so we
But
can
what
play
I'm
that.
saying is the last thing that I wanted to do with the thumbnail was put any reference at all to the event on Saturday, which, as far as I'm concerned, can remain unnamed throughout the rest of the show.
Didn't we cover that Saturday on
Correct. We already covered it.
DMP? As
We
I
already
mean, it's
covered it. Case
like,
closed. It's time to move on.
I
Because
mean,
again, the whole point of it is for people to waste their time chasing phantoms, trying to prove something that may or may not actually be provable.
I mean, it's basically like fake crack that got spilled in the carpet, and they want you to get down on the carpet and maybe use some barber clippers or something, buzz the fucking carpet up and smoke the fake crack because Trump is blessed by God and Biden's going down, and it's just so boring. And maybe it shouldn't be, but to me, it's just so boring because it's so scripted and staged. Anyways,
Well, it's obvious.
I remember the other song now. Okay, so what it was Wednesday? No, was it Tuesday night? Was it? Yeah, it was Tuesday. Yeah, because the call-in show is, or I mean, the request show
Right.
is now
It's now on
moved
Tuesday.
to Tuesday from Saturday. We'll call it Sat Tuesdays. Um,
It was
Sat
Tuesday.
Tuesday yeah, it was Tuesday.
Yeah.
So that's
It's a
when you played.
fantastic day for a pint, isn't it?
That's when you played the new song "Fuck This Job" by Wheeler Walker Jr.
Yes, which I actually cannot steal from YouTube because of the fact that it is age restricted.
Right.
My
Well,
downloader actually will not there's like a big error thing there.
huh.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have any problem downloading it because, well, when I heard the song, I was like, I love the lyrics and I love the guitar part, but the the tempo's just a little bit too slow and the drums are a little bit too rockabilly, and I just thought, man, this song could really, really fucking slap.
Right.
And then I decided late Tuesday night, fuck it, I'm gonna have to remix this song now. So I remixed "Fuck This Job," and then I just did shit. What did I call the Richard Simmons thing? Sweaty oldie, sweaty oldie. All right, so there you
Yeah,
go,
sweaty oldie.
sweaty oldie.
Huh.
So we got sweaty oldie, and then the other one was "Fuck His Job." There you go.
That's right.
We got two of them left. Well, you know what?
How did we get there? Shit.
Well, now the Richard Simmons is for the second hour. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I think we
saying?
should
We
save it
gotta
for the second hour because
put
it
that up on
should
the
be
show.
a centerpiece. Like there's
That's the
look,
centerpiece.
there's
That's
kids
thumbnail related.
walking
That's
around
major
in the
business.
United States of America right now
I
who
have no
do
idea who
not
Richard Simmons.
know who Richard Simmons is.
Yeah,
They're like that
not a
dude
clue.
from my 10th grade biology class. No, that's not who we're
No,
talking about.
no, not that Richard. Different one.
Different
One that
Richard.
Grandma always said he's kind of funny, but I like him, which meant that
Right.
he was gay.
Correct. Correct.
But in the 1980s, you didn't say gay. You just said he's kind of funny.
Right.
But he makes good exercise videos,
But are you
and his
surprised, Yona?
legs are so shiny.
Yeah.
So he's got such shiny legs.
To get back to the thing that we're not supposed to talk about, right? Are you at all surprised that it has been able to capture people's attention the way that it has? Like to the point where you've got like people from all walks of life have become conspiracy theorists, spouting out all kinds of crazy shit, down to the fucking angels reached down and grabbed the top of his head and turned it so that the bullet would not kill him. I'm sorry, those aren't conspiracy theorists, those are Christians.
Well, I did unfortunately log on to Facebook and just scrolling through my own feed for about maybe a minute and a half, seeing what my high school classmates and cousins and uncle and nana and all of them are saying, and they're all still, well, this is just really a further amplification of Trump derangement syndrome, which, as we have reviewed previously, is a double edged sword,
Hmm.
because there are those on the right side of things who have the shirtless Trump poster with a machine gun in one hand and a Bible in the other, big bulging cock and his codpiece, Caucasian Jesus Trump, on the one side. And then on the other side, you've got, Beelzebub Trump. I like this is kind of like a Brady Bunch type feel. Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. Got little boxes moving around. I like that.
Well, we're
Um,
doing it live, ladies and gentlemen,
it's pretty cool.
as we were instructed many
Um,
moons ago.
but I've noticed that it's just really infantile. I mean, when I read the comments and most of these things, quote, because they're not memes and they're not really humorous. There's quotes that are being shared and passed around, that are just not even funny. Like, it's not presidential to get shot in the ear. I'm like, what? What the fuck does that have to?
Wow.
What are you talking about? And they're all passing it around like, yeah, ha ha ha. I'm like, it's just really, really broken brain type shit, and it's not funny. It's not entertaining. It's not really dramatic, um, because it's so over the top fake. It's such an inside job. It's ridiculous, just completely ridiculous. So, um, back to Richard Simmons. No, um, Wheeler Walker Jr.
Yeah.
and the "Fuck This Job" song. Um, like when I was making that, I just felt like what was missing from the drums, because like when I heard that song, when you played it Tuesday. First guy I thought of was fuck. Now his name just goddamn, my brain just fucking shit the bed. Tim, what's his name from Bob and Tom?
Tim. Heidegger.
Yeah, Tim
Yeah.
Heidecker. He does all the fucking funny songs
Oh no,
on the
wait,
Bob
no,
and
no, no,
Tom
no.
show.
Bob and Tom. I was thinking of Tim and Eric.
No,
Yeah,
um,
not the same.
like he did the song "Where's My Fucking Jetpack" and all
Oh,
kinds of
Tim
songs.
Wilson. That's Tim
Tim
Wilson.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Tim Wilson. Thank you, thank you. So I was getting major Tim Wilson vibes from the Wheeler Walker Jr. So, oh, I like the white bar at the bottom. That kind of pops.
Wait, I'm not done
And then
yet.
you got the
Right.
black
I'm gonna
frame.
keep going.
Um,
Just gotta
but
figure
wait,
out what script I want to
that's not
use.
all. There's more. Um, so I was getting Tim Wilson vibes off the Wheeler Walker Jr. And
Well, yeah. I mean, I
so
can see that. It's kind of in the same vein.
right, right. But like when it came to remixing it, and I put in the 808 and I put in the house beats and everything. And I did the first playthrough. I was like, yeah, that's not going to work. It's got to have like the ting and like Christopher Walken would say, I need more fucking cowbell, man. It's got to have like, and then I realized it needs like the little radio percussion noises, like from like the 1950s. And so then I added the two little tracks where I just did the percussion on the keyboard. And that's what made the song. Sometimes it's just the little shit. It's just the sprinkles on top of the cookies sometimes that make the fucking cookie.
Sometimes,
Who
yeah.
knew? Who
Yeah.
knew? So wait, did I give you the link for that one? Oh man.
Which one is that?
Fuck this job.
I
That's the
don't think you
one with
did. I don't
the
think if you have it handy, go ahead and send it to
yeah.
me because that'll
Yeah.
just help.
I ended up making a Saturday, well, I should say Tuesday night. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to get used to this new schedule. Um
Probably.
uh it's got that Tuesday night freak out vibe because I made a drizzle type robot video for the thing.
Oh, nice.
Uh, there it is. Because the funniest part, if you pay close attention during the robot video, you'll soon realize that these aren't fucking robots. Somebody's like moving a joystick the whole time. They're not thinking for themselves. They're not moving themselves around. It's all programming, or they're being controlled with a fucking joystick. Uh, kind of a letdown. It's not like Terminator or anything. Uh, all right, there's the link there. Oh, I guess I could put the link. Why is everything rolling around on the table? There's a magic orb in here, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Last time I took a bath, I had one of those alien cocoons down inside the bathtub with me, and because I was feeling kind of Wilford Brimley, but I came out feeling more like fuck. I can't remember his name now. Yeah, I shouldn't do that. Steve Mahogany or whatever his name was.
Mahogany.
God damn it.
See how screwed up this.
Oh, what's his
Wait, what did
Steve
I?
Gutenberg. That's his
Gutenberg.
name.
Oh, I remember that fucker. Yeah. Police
Steve
Academy
Gutenberg
and
and Wilford Brimley and
yeah.
Brian Dennehy. Um, Okay, that's the only people that I can remember from Cocoon. But uh,
Oh, you're talking about Cocoon. Yeah, Wilford
yeah,
Brimley was definitely in that.
yeah, 'cause, all the old people swam in the swimming pool with the alien pods,
Right.
got boners and fucked again. Great. Old people fucking and sucking. Thanks, aliens. Good look. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if I actually like this. We'll see. We'll see.
All right. So there is fuck this job.
Oh, are we playing that now? Might as well, right?
Uh, yeah. Just I want to give a trigger warning to anyone that's freaked out by lame ass robots. If you think that the robots are on the cusp of taking over, this might ruin it for you.
Oh shit.
But
Well,
that's why I
wait a
made
minute.
this
Wait,
video.
wait, wait, wait. Why am I doing all the work? Because remember, when I play it, you can't hear it.
Oh,
So it would actually be better if you play it.
okay.
Because that comes through fine. I haven't gotten any
Oh wait,
complaints as
I didn't
far as
do
like
the little
sound quality or anything. So,
I can try to play a fucking. Yeah, I don't do commercials. Don't do commercials. Let's try this again. All right. All right, we got past the commercial hurdle.
nice.
Now let's make it full screen. Now, this thing was supposed to be 4 minutes and 20 seconds long, and it's only 4:19. What the fuck, man? All
Oh,
right.
they
Oh, here it
cheated
goes.
you. But we're
Here
not
it
hearing
goes.
anything.
Oh, it doesn't start for the first 5 seconds because I was going to do something here and I forgot. Oops. Shout out Wheeler Walker Jr. That's like bait there now. Definitely has to be
Live
able
from
to
the
deliver
street,
that.
but it's 9 to 5 and suck my cock. I'd rather eat shit than punch that clock. Monday through Friday is a hassle. Everybody here is an asshole. Today, I grow some balls. Stop jacking off in the bathroom stall. Blowing my load in the sink. And tell 'em what I really think. Fuck this job, fuck you boss. Fuck your profit and fuck your loss. Fuck you, Linda, at the front desk too. Guy in the mailroom, fuck you. This whole company can slap my knife. Fuck.
That was very unexpected. Let's see what happened. All right. So there's the Yona. I think I have to authorize the other one too. Yeah. Let's see.
Straight from the get-go, I ought to be running this shithole. P.S. I pissed in the coffee pot. Took a big dump in the parking lot. Hit a dildo in the drawer. Kiss my ass, I'm out the door. Fuck this job, fuck you boss. Fuck your property, fuck your loss. Fuck you, Linda, at the front desk too. Guy in the middle room, fuck you. This whole
was pretty wild.
Yeah.
What happened?
I'm not sure. I looked up and all of a sudden, like, it just stopped.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah. I looked up and all of a sudden you were gone and it had stopped. That was pretty
Yeah, and
wild.
I was still connected. I looked up on the thing and I was still on the screen and everything. On the Streamlab page.
Huh.
It still had all three things going. And so, but of course I've got the desktop right here next to me showing the actual feed that's going out. And I saw that I disappeared from that, yet Streamlabs said I was still on. Yeah, I'm so confused right now.
That's weird.
Yeah, man.
That's super weird.
That's kind of weird.
Well, I mean that is
Are
probably.
they fucking with us again, Drizzle?
Look. All I'm gonna
Hey guys,
say.
what do you want on your pizza tonight?
All I'm gonna say, yeah, this is the perfect time for us to take a moment and give a shout out to everybody listening at the NSA and probably the FBI. We probably got some of them, on the listening end, because that's one of the things they do is they snoop on people.
Holy shit, you're up to 106 followers on Liberty Radio TV.
That's right. My goal by the end of July is to have more followers on that channel than are on the Peasants Podcast channel.
Fucker.
And I hadn't actually told anybody that until right now, but that is my goal.
I'm
this is the
hovering
great
at around
thing.
130.
Check this out.
I go
Yona.
over 130 and then I drop below.
Right.
Half the people joining are like just.
I'm wondering because I've noticed a pattern, right? Same way I noticed a pattern with the porn bots on Twitter. I've noticed a pattern with the comment bots on Rumble. Because, they always come in, they're like, oh, your channel is great and your content is like the best ever, but you're not a big channel and I can help you with that because I love you so much, right? All of those motherfuckers. I've noticed that they also subscribe to the channel when they leave the comment. So probably what's happening is they're getting purged after like 90 days or whatever. Or if there's other accounts that are complaining about them. I don't know how all that shit works with Rumble. It probably doesn't, but whatever. But they're probably getting kicked off after, however much time. And that's why your count keeps, fluctuating up and down, up and down, up and down.
Yep.
Because again, same thing with Twitter, right? Like I didn't look at Twitter for basically like the whole time we were in Pueblo and gained like 10 or 15 followers in those couple of days. How does that work?
Gosh, I don't even know how many followers I have on Twitter. I don't honestly, it got to the point that I was checking Facebook more often than Twitter. And then Twitter went to this thing where they want to charge me to stream on Twitter. And I had been simulcasting on Twitter, and there would be like maybe one or possibly two people on Twitter watching, compared to like 3 or 4 on Odyssey and
we were getting hundreds of views on Twitter before this week.
So why did Twitter pull the pin on a grenade and then just jump on it? Why did Twitter just self-destruct? Because
again, Yona, you should already know this. It doesn't matter what drug you are dealing, the rules stay the same. First taste is always free. Yeah. After that, you got to pony up. Nobody rides for free.
That's right. Ooh, I want to drop a few jokes here, but I'm going to keep it professional.
Come on.
I'm going to keep it very professional. Because, that's how, fuck it, we ball, but we ball professionally. That's right. Take my approach to smoking weeds. I smoke weed professionally.
Ah, found it. So you still got a little bit of the space cookies there?
Yep. Just
Nice.
just pounded it in the hole. Oh man. What a taste.
Oh, by the way,
Wow.
Biscotti is hanging out on the Odyssey live stream chat right now, and of course, he does
Hello,
what
Odyssey.
Biscottis do when they pop in. He wants an answer.
How high is the Yona?
Yeah.
Hmm. Higher than an earshot. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me an ear.
uh,
God, it's so fake. So fake. It's like, but like in a soap opera kind of way. It feels, it doesn't feel wrestling anymore. It feels more like All My Children or General Hospital or
you don't think it feels like wrestling?
Days of Our Lives. It's gone from wrestling to soap opera to me. Feels more soap opera because
I mean, I thought it
it's
was
more
always soap
because
opera, but you know,
it's more dramatic, more ridiculous, but in a boring sort of way. Because wrestling is not boring to me. All this constant commentary, boring. Of course, there's more than one shooter. Of course, they were Nerf bullets. Of course, it's fake blood. Of course, of course, of course. And the whole point is to get everyone to go to the same mud hole and spin their fucking wheels. And just
right,
spin your wheels in a mud hole.
right, over and over.
Meanwhile, what happened to Zelensky in Ukraine? See, I mentioned Ukraine again. Moving on.
Weren't you
Well,
supposed to
whatever
stop
happened
doing that?
to Khan Yunis and Gaza and Palestine live stream genocides and
Oh,
what happened to
I did see an update on that. I think, as a matter of fact, on Twitter a little bit earlier today, they were bombing the fuck out of southern Lebanon. Yeah,
Oh, that's right. They moved on to Lebanon again.
yeah.
They're bombing Lebanon again. Cool. God. And nobody does nothing. Nobody stands up to Israel. Nobody does nothing.
What?
Will it always be that way?
Who's gonna do what? Seriously, who's gonna do what? Out of what is it? There's 190 some nations on this earth, and there's only two that don't have a central bank, and those are not nations with any sort of political power whatsoever. So who's going to do anything?
Come on, Liechtenstein. I know Vaduz has some principality type toxic masculinity. They might be just a tiny little micronation there nestled between Austria and Switzerland, but come on, Liechtenstein. Fuck with Israel. Hard.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Let's see. How many people are in Liechtenstein? What type of micronation are we talking about? Liechtenstein. Europe's fourth smallest country with a population of 39,000. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I hope I talk enough about Liechtenstein that people will know that it's actually a fucking country, thanks to the Yona. You're welcome, Liechtenstein.
Well, I think people already know that it's a country. I don't think anyone
Not
was
everybody.
disputing that.
Not everybody. Every other person I mentioned Liechtenstein to, we're like, what the fuck is that? It's a country. Hello. It's right there. It's at the southwesternmost tip of Austria. Another one of those mountain
All right.
micronations like San Marino and Andorra.
Only took me 40 minutes to put the frame together.
I like it.
Yeah. It'll work for a while until I get bored of it.
Woo!
I guess probably what I should do is move that up so it's not covering your face.
Ah, well, yeah, move it somewhere else, and then I'll be sure to move my head.
That's right, to get closer to it. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do.
yeah. Let me sit up so I can get my hand. Oh, I love the taste of this weed. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I say I'm gonna miss it when it's gone. And I don't know. I don't know if Texas is ever going to get their act together. Maybe. I guess it's possible, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be anytime soon.
I thought Kentucky would be the dead last state to go recreational weeds,
Yeah.
but the heat is on now with Missouri and Illinois and Indiana and Ohio and Virginia, and pretty soon West Virginia is going to have recreational weeds. Of course, they don't have it in Arkansas or Tennessee, but I mean, very soon you're going to have 5 of the 7 states that border Kentucky all with legal weeds. So the pressure is mounting. I mean, just now, the Commonwealth of Kentucky has now agreed to have medical dispensaries, which it may have been. Are there any states that still don't have medical dispensaries other than Kentucky? I want to say it had to be virtually the very last state
I don't
to
think
allow for
Texas has
medical weed.
medical either. I'll check really quick, but I don't think we
Well,
do.
then Texas would be the most draconian weed state there is.
Dude, like I think there are still dry counties in Texas.
Yeah, there's still dry counties in Kentucky. How you think a bootlegger's supposed to make a living?
True.
Wow. Franz Joseph and Hans Adam II of the Prince Maximilian line is still ruling. So Liechtenstein is home to a monarchy. And
Okay.
um,
That makes sense.
also, Vaduz is home to the Kunt Museum with galleries of modern and contemporary art. So, next time you're in Switzerland or Austria or Germany or whatever, um, skip on skip on over to Liechtenstein. Check out their Kunt Museum.
There you go. That sounds like a good time.
So Texas has medical marijuana.
Yeah, they do.
So is there any state that doesn't have medical marijuana? Huh.
Well, that now becomes the question. Other than what was it? Kentucky? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Kentucky was like literally because they already had it in.
Isn't that where
All right, so
Rand
every
Paul and Thomas Massey and who's the other McConnell? Is McConnell Kentucky? Old Turtle?
so there were 3 states. Every U.S. state except for Kentucky, Nebraska, and Idaho had passed at least some legislation allowing legal medical cannabis use, though many are very, very restrictive. So I figured Kentucky would be dead last, but now they've legalized medical marijuana use. So that just leaves now Nebraska and Idaho, which is crazy because, like, Washington State and Oregon State have full blown recreational weeds and everything.
Well, shit, Oregon State, everything was legal for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Like, whatever you want, just have at it, man. Which that still blew my mind. Like, how did they not figure out that that wasn't going to end well?
And the other state, Nebraska. Are we talking Nebraska like Franklin scandal,
Yeah,
Omaha,
that Nebraska.
Oracle,
Yep.
Warren Buffett,
Yep.
that Nebraska?
That, the same
the
one. Yep.
the pedophile ring, Satan
That's
worshiping,
exactly it. Yes.
child human trafficking. So they can do all that shit there,
That one.
but no fucking weeds.
Right.
Really?
Yep.
Really? Bunch of fucking corn huskers. God damn it. What the fuck is a corn husker again?
It's the one that removes the husk from the ear.
So you're shucking the corn.
Right. You're a shucker.
Well, that explains the children of the corn then.
Right.
Yeah. To find out more, shuck around.
So
Wow.
I guess we at this point it's probably a fait accompli, right? Joe Biden's his political career is over. Like we have seen the last of President Poopy Pants.
Yeah, he's Dunskies.
Yeah. Well, the
done.
rumor going around is that he's going to be gone as soon as this weekend. Like they're apparently looking to move really fast on this.
Uh-huh. But he's not going to step down from office. He's just going to step down from re-election.
Oh, you think?
I don't think he's going to bow. You think they're going to? Huh?
Well, I think the first thing
You
is
think-
to remove
you
him from
think
the
they'll-
ballot, right?
Right. Well, first, I mean, obviously, I think he's going to be dropped from the ballot. But do you think they're going to throw the poopy out with the poopy water?
I mean, I think it could go any number of ways, but
I'm sorry.
I
the
don't think he
Parkinson's
makes it
disease.
to November. Is the thing.
I'm
As far
I
as
don't
the
mean to
narrative
make light
is
of
concerned,
his ailment.
right? I'm not
forgot.
wishing
He's
anything
suffering.
bad on Joe Biden. I want to make that very clear with the folks at the NSA. We are not wishing anything bad on Joe Biden.
Well, no, we're pointing out the fact that it's not senility or dementia. He's suffering from a disease.
Right.
You should feel sorry for him. Where's your empathy at?
But you can tell that his condition is deteriorating quickly. Anybody who has ever, had a friend or a family member who has gone through Alzheimer's or Parkinson's, especially at a later stage in life, like it can go really fast. And again, if you believe that that is the man that we've known as Joe Biden since what, 1973 or 72?
I mean, it's just so sad. I mean, at this point, I could imagine, tomorrow seeing Joe Biden going into an elementary school, wandering around lost and never sniffing, not even one time. It's like he's so far out of it. He's not even
Well,
doing like basic
Yona,
normal Joe
Yona, he
Biden
has the
pedo type
COVID
thing.
now, so he can't smell anything anyway. Like, this is the
Oh man.
worst possible moment for Joe Biden. Not only is the party that he devoted his entire life to basically just kicking him right in the bunghole, but he can't do the one thing that he loves to do the most while that's going on.
And that is sniff.
That's right.
That's why his Cherokee name is Alcestigi or Sniffer. That's what he's called in Cherokee. Seriously. Sniffer.
Right.
That's a typical type Cherokee name. We've been over this, climber, swimmer, dancer, sniffer.
Sniffer. Yeah. It's funny because that was actually one of the memes that was making the rounds today. It's the many different flavors of the sniffer in chief, and all the people who have tried to avoid being sniffed.
Well, I've already seen the Charb offensive rolling out on the Facebooks for the last 2 weeks about the other half of the shits and giggles administration, that being giggles.
Oh yeah.
And
Apparently her numbers are fucking off the charts right now. Y'all don't even have to worry about voting in November. We already know that Kamala is going to be our first ever black female. But what other words can we use to describe her to make sure we're all inclusive here, Yona? Jamaican Indian top cop.
Wait a second. I thought she went to school from second grade through senior in high school in fucking Canada speaking French. And it's weird when you hear Kamala Harris speak Canadian French because she speaks Canadian French
It's
like a
weird.
fucking native.
Well, it's
Because,
weird when you
well,
hear her speak American English.
right. But like the thing about Quebecois or Canadian French, it's so fucking different from regular French, like night and day. And she don't speak the nice, romantic, sophisticated continental European French. She speaks the fucked up Canadian French like a Canadian native because she went to school there in second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade, ninth grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, graduated high school there in
So, like,
Montreal.
basically her entire school
Spent her entire
career.
fucking life pretty much
Yeah.
as a Canadian speaking French.
That does
But she's
explain a lot
black
about
girl
her
from
personality.
California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you can get your mind around the fact that she grew up around French Canadians, it's like bing, the light bulb goes off. It makes sense now.
I mean, she doesn't really have any roots or bona fides anywhere in the United States. And then both of her parents are spies. I'm sorry, scientists.
Same difference.
I mean, the
Peter
story of
Daszak,
Kamala
who
Harris
blocked
is
me on Twitter.
actually Kamala's story is kind of similar to Barry Soetoro. I'm sorry, Obama. I mean, legally his name was Barry Soetoro when
Yeah.
mommy remarried. Because Barack Obama's mama was a fucking CIA honeypot.
Literally. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that was common knowledge, but that's why it's called Get Back
Uh,
Carter.
apparently it is not. Yeah, apparently it is not. And
And then,
the man who ended up marrying his mother and giving him his last name, Soetoro, Lolo Soetoro, was
in
one of the
Jakarta, Indonesia.
yeah, he
Yeah,
was one of the big players in the petroleum business in the Southeast
right.
Asia region. Like billionaire, billions of dollars. Like Obama was already filthy rich before he went into politics because his stepdad set up a fucking trust fund for him.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
And what's really weird is when you get into U.S. spy stories, they always end up having all these British connections, like how Lulu is all British connected and also connected to the Dutch. But then again, Indonesia and all that, I mean, was originally a Dutch colony.
Yeah.
You go back to the Hanseatic League there with, I mean, really, even today, still, Rotterdam is, one of the biggest ports for all of Europe, and the Dutch still, Hapag Lloyd and several other major Dutch shipping companies that you see on containers, cargo containers going up down the trains everywhere. Um, they're still doing their thing, but it's very interesting to me the the similarities in so many of these new politicians who are really just Pinocchios. They're just puppets made by the deep state, crafted from birth. Then that's Barack Obama. That's Kamala Harris. So they can both be pitched as African Americans when
It's Bill Clinton, too.
Kamala grew up in Canada
Don't forget
and
that Clinton
Obama
was
grew up
adopted.
in Indonesia. Yeah, and Clinton
Yeah.
was adopted out of Hope and moved away.
Yeah. Well, he was also awarded a Rhodes Scholarship.
Yep.
Yeah.
And molded into what he is.
Yeah.
Hillary was his maid handler. Because Hillary is a Republican Goldwater girl from Chicago,
Yes.
the Rodham family,
Yes.
Cook County, Illinois.
Yeah. What was it? Her shit. Her father. I can't remember. Can't remember. It had something to do with the Rose Law Firm, but I can't remember. I can't retrieve it. It's locked away somewhere. It'll emerge one day. Don't worry.
And big shout out to Studio 8424 down there in the state of Tennessee. Hell, I just, one of the recent songs I just put out, all about some Tennessee there. Choo Trees remix. That was last night. Nickajack. There you go.
Oh yeah, we played that one of the versions last night.
Denver Attaway wrote that. I was chatting with Denver tonight. He was over at T Lab on the Rock Bends.
So he is still active on Rockfin?
Oh yeah.
I was wondering about that last night.
Yeah, he still does the T Lab pretty hard. I can't. Ryan was doing a 3 or 4 hour show breaking down the yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Anyways.
Right.
At least somebody is. Yeah. A lot of somebodies.
A lot of
Everybody.
somebody's. Oh my
Just about
god.
everybody.
Oh my god. I cannot believe it. I honestly it boggles my mind. But then again, it really shouldn't, right? Because again, think about it. You have an election cycle, which is a media frenzy, all right, and you couple it with, who is arguably like one of the biggest TV stars of the last 2 decades, right? Everybody knows who this person is because he has been on a screen more often than he has not over the course of the last 20 years, right? Like name recognition alone is like, you can't get any better.
That's Fred Trump's trust fund, baby.
Right. So of
Fred
course
Trump,
everyone's
the
going to be talking about,
Democratic real
dude,
estate mogul. The
the
Democratic real estate
all
mogul.
we've heard
Anyway.
for the last 4 years is how viewership at CNN and MSNBC and even Fox News has been dwindling, and in some cases has just fallen off a cliff altogether. Are you trying to tell me they're not going to have a fucking bonanza over this? Bring some more eyeballs back so that they can increase those fucking budgets again? Because they're going through lean times right now. They've cut staff. They've cut people from the fucking sales teams even, which is what actually runs a news organization. If anybody knows anything about that, it's the people who sell the advertising for the outlet. They're the engine that makes the whole damn thing run. Because if there's no money coming in, there's no production. So they've got to be going ape shit right now. I haven't actually tuned in to find out if they are, but I would figure. If they're not, if the mainstream media is not going just fucking nuts over this right now, please let me know in the live stream chat. And I'll let Yona back in here. And then no, that's not it. Is it that one? Uh-oh. Hold on. We'll figure this out.
Wow.
Blammo.
We're getting
I'm sorry.
fucked with hard tonight.
Did I? Yeah. I thought I disturbed you. Shit. Now my audios are all fucked up. Come on, guys. Everything was running smooth. I guess they don't like it when I rant. I don't know.
Wow. You know, honestly, this whole so-called assassination thing or whatever just strikes me as so desperate for attention.
I decided I'm just going to call it assassination.
The assassination attempt.
There you go.
You know, squirrel.
I don't think it was an attempt. I think it was a successful assassination.
Yeah.
Because it got all the asses in the world to fucking open their mouths and say the craziest shit they could think of.
Yeah. I must say, I'm probably not going to log back into Facebook for at least 2 weeks because I was just
I'm probably not going to log back into Facebook ever. I have no reason to ever log into Facebook. Last time I logged into Facebook was 2021.
These are kids I went to school with starting in kindergarten in like 1979. I mean, I'm like, I've literally known these people for like over 40 years. And like they go to church and shit. And for them to say things like, I mean, again, like I said before, I see.
Are these the same people, Yona? Are these the same people that would say you're killing grandma if you don't wear a fucking mask?
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yes.
I wanted to clarify.
Yes, they're called non-playable characters. Closed loop programming. And it just gets worse and worse because, you know, I love them, you know, they're my classmates and everything. But I mean, they just, you know, they just want to go along to get along. That's what everybody else is doing. I'm with the current thing, man. This is the current thing now, right? We're good? Okay.
Yeah. Until the next current thing, which should be coming along any time. I guess that's going to be this weekend when Biden makes his big announcement. And that'll get
Hey,
everybody stirred up. I'm sure there'll be like I don't know, 2 or 3 days of just like feverish debate about what happens next, you know. And like people will be trying to bring out all sorts of like obscure precedents and whatever. And it'll again just be a bunch of hot air because everybody knows it's going to be Kamala will get elevated.
well, they're gonna. I have been predicting for a number of months, as you have as well, that this November's ballot, we're not gonna have poopy pants or Cheeto dick on the ballot. And so, how do we get from here to there? Well, we can already see that Poopy Pants is getting the old sheep hook off the Apollo stage. Scranton Joe has got to go.
He's getting the Caesar treatment is what's happening.
Yeah. Now,
He was so good at his job that everybody else decided he needed to be removed.
yeah, most popular president in
Most popular
voting
president in history. That's right. 81 million votes.
right. But now, how do you get Trump
My
off the
God, this
ballot?
shit smells so good.
How do you get Trump off the ballot, though? The assassination.
There's a number of ways. Like I said, there's a number of ways. With all of these, there's a number of ways it could happen.
I mean, they already had 2 sham impeachments during his term. I mean, say what you want about Trump. At least Trump was peaceably inaugurated without the need of 36,000 fucking troops
Well,
bivouacking
again,
in concrete parking garages.
from the
Unlike Biden, who needed a full military installation of his regime.
right. Well, from the clips that I heard on, I think it was No Agenda today, of said of aforementioned mainstream media. All I kept hearing repeated was the next time, the next time,
Oh,
the next time, as if
good.
it's like already assumed that there's going to be a next time.
Well, that's how you get him off the ballot then. If you shoot and miss, shoot again, right? Like, Jesus.
But that doesn't make
Thanks,
Israel very
CNN.
happy, does it? Because if you get him off the ballot that way, they've lost their savior.
Right.
He's already been anointed. He's already been given what is it, the Silver Star of David or whatever.
Yummy.
That's not going to make the Zionists very happy.
Well, there's always J.D. Vance. Boy, does he suck some Zionist cock. And he's always got his mascara on, too. Have you seen his eyes? Anyways.
Is he really wearing eye makeup? Like I saw
Yeah.
that and I was like, wait, is that a joke?
I've shook his fucking hand.
Are you
Yona's
kidding
skin has
me?
touched his skin. He's in Ohio. He's
Oh,
come
that's
down to
right, he is.
Ironton
Yeah.
before. Like, it's a 5-minute drive, but, he was at the farmer's market. So I went down and met J.D. Vance, kind of pudgy, He's a bottom.
He looks
Bottom.
pudgy. Yeah.
But, I mean,
Looks like a power bottom,
yeah, he's a power
if I'm
bottom.
being honest.
But, like, it wasn't over the top mascara like, what's his name? Robert from The Cure. What's his name? Robert. Uh,
Smith.
yeah, Robert Smith from The Cure. It wasn't over the top. Tastefully done.
Was it noticeable?
Yeah. I mean, you can kind of tell when someone's wearing mascara. It's kind of, yeah. But, some people wear gauges. some people wear anal plugs, with the thong straps above their jeans, above the belt line on the hips, and
Yeah.
some guys are pudgy power bottoms that wear mascara.
Yeah.
And he was very handsy with the summer squash on that table. So, um,
Which you would expect of
right,
somebody fitting that description.
right.
Yeah.
Mascara, power bottom. Of course, he's going to be handsy on the summer squash.
Yeah.
Wants to make sure it's firm to the touch.
Well, I mean, considering that the media has already anointed the next president. Matter of fact, the I think it's the Biden campaign, the Democrats, whoever. There was like a press conference today. I don't know if
Yeah,
you saw
the
this or not,
Democrats have
Yona.
a brand new slogan:
Yes, they
"Make
do.
America Great Again."
Right, which is also
It's
Trump's
their original.
slogan. Right.
Yeah, but they're stealing it.
Are
It's going to
they
be their
are they
slogan
doing
now.
that? Are they conceding? Are they giving an endorsement? I'm not quite sure what's going on there. What exactly is up with that?
I'm seeing a possible future President Mascara Vance.
I mean,
Wow.
it
Oh
could
my God.
happen. Yona, you could
If he
have
becomes
touched the
president,
future
I
president of
could
the
have
United
touched the
States.
future president. And he had really, really sweet smelling hands. Like, I don't know what kind of fucking moisturizer.
Were they soft?
Very, very soft. Not a callus anywhere on his hand. No callus to be found. Very soft, like pillows. And a very, very limp, gay handshake. You know, not like that one asshole. Oh, what was his name? With the fucking, he's got a fucking, like a fucking, oh man, motherfucker about broke the fucking fingers in my hand with his fucking asshole hand. Sherrod Brown. Yeah. Sherrod Brown. God damn. Fucking asshole. Hey, fuck you, Sherrod. Breaking my goddamn
What
hand.
was he? What did he do with the government?
He's a senator from Ohio. Ohio, U.S., United States, Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown.
So he's a U.S. senator, not a
Yeah,
state
he's a
senator.
U.S. He's a U.S. senator
Gotcha.
representing the state of Ohio.
So he's the other one,
Yeah,
other than J.D. Vance,
that's right.
which he
Sherrod
looked a
Brown.
little young to be a senator to me. Maybe that's just me. I'm used to senators being like the older chaps. Like the younger guys are usually in the House because they have to, pay their dues as a power bottom and whatnot.
Just remember, he's a gay Marine.
That's right. You got to earn
Um,
your way into those Senate meeting
And
rooms.
once again, we have a military security complex plant into the political fray, just like Pete Buttigieg, just like, oh my God, how many thousands of fucking federal and state politicians are alums of the deep state now?
Quite a few. Quite a few. My favorite is when you see like a representative on, one of the newsy programs, and they're like, "Oh, is there so and so was also a former analyst with the CIA." Oh,
Like,
wonderful.
what?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So they're in all the fucking broadcast studios. They're
Yeah.
in all the state houses. They're
Well, MSNBC is basically the broadcast arm of the
right.
CIA, and anything that's like too hot for CBS goes to MSNBC.
Yeah, and then NED, sends them money every month. National Endowment for Derpocracy. Dirt. It's such poor quality. I gotta say, the propaganda that was used against the American public was so much better before they modernized the Smith-Mundt Act. Because ever since they made propaganda legal against the American people, it's just gotten progressively less sophisticated and less believable to the point that now they're like, well, nobody's believing our shit. So we just need to censor everything else. We need a misinformation, disinformation czar.
Mm.
What? And hence fucking scary poppins. I mean, and none of that shit went away. They didn't stop with that.
No,
Um,
it's
they're
actually
just taking a
being
different tactic now.
institutionalized. Like all the shit that they've been doing for the last 4 years is now being proposed in legislation.
Well, the best part of all is they really don't have to enforce that much on censorship. All they have to do is make one or two examples, and then everyone else will just self censor their content. Oh, we don't want to use those words on this platform. We'll wait till we go to the others platforms.
Yeah, but that's only
Right.
one
And
side
you're
of things.
self censoring. Like,
Yeah. But what they're doing is they're working on putting a system in place where essentially being a dissident of the government could be classified as a mental illness. And they would then be able to take liberties with your person in order to correct that situation, right?
sounds like you might be a
Through
candidate for a
medication,
conservatorship.
through
Yeah.
rehabilitation, right?
Oh, Yona's crazy dissonant type vibes there. He's about to shave his head like Britney Spears. We better get him a conservatorship real quick.
Well, yeah, because again,
Wait, what?
all they have to do is prove that you are a threat now to public health. Because they've already got the legislation on the books in most of the states that the public health department, in the event of an emergency public health situation, can basically just fucking take over. Impose whatever they believe needs to be imposed in order to bring the emergency to an end. And the thing that's really great about it is the legislation that allows them the power to do that in that situation is very broad and open ended. So they can kind of just do whatever they feel like is going to be appropriate at the moment.
It reminds me of the emergency powers that they give themselves, but only for 90 days. So when it gets to the end of the 90 days, still
New
emergency.
emergency.
We're gonna just redeclare this emergency that we've already redeclared 12 times already, but we're redeclaring it again because it's still an emergency. I mean, so you've got this perpetual emergency status. So for these emergency powers, because it's for the greater good, Chris.
You know who else I would imagine lives every day of their lives in an emergency situation? A battered wife,
Yeah,
like of a cop.
yeah.
Yeah,
She wears that thin blue line right across her face every
right.
day.
Every day. That's what I would imagine. People don't seem to understand they're in an abusive relationship with their governments, and they're not the ones doing the abusing. They're taking it on a daily basis. I guess they enjoy it. I don't know. It's bizarre. It's a bizarre psychological phenomenon to witness. It's like you think they would be smart enough to just walk away from it, but no.
I like the
No.
comment in the Rumble chat there. We have been under an emergency since the Civil War, and I would venture to say, for the Cherokee Nation, it's been an emergency since July the 4th, 1776, because to me, that's the greatest um, that's the greatest lie, deception that is perpetrated amongst all students of history, particularly American history. That um, you know, we completely rejected monarchy and blue bloodlines and became this shining city on a hill and a democracy on July the 4th, 1776, when in fact, um, the disambiguation of the 13 colonies from the crown is a British project in and of itself. Uh, and on July the 4th, 1776, a republic was created, not a democracy. Um, you know, I would venture to say that we've never been more under the yoke of England slash Zionism than more so than ever at any point than today. Because I mean, I can't disambiguate Zionism from the city of London. I can't disambiguate the United States from the city of London. I mean, probably the most critical reading that anyone could ever do to get a better idea of what I'm talking about here would be the Anglo-American Conspiracy by Carol Quigley. Um, the when you look at how the what was it, the SAS was transformed into the CIA.
OSS.
OSS. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. OSS.
Which the OSS was still receiving instruction from MI6. I mean, it was
Right.
basically MI6 that came in and was like, all right, you should set up the structure this way. And they did exactly that and called it the CIA.
And then we see the
And I mean, the same thing
glamorization of
happened
the
with
British
Mossad
spy with,
when
James
Israel came
Bond,
into being. It
Ian
was no different.
Fleming. Yeah.
But I mean, that was MI6 itself is just an extension of the intelligence networks that were in existence in the previous century. Like when everybody was doing spice running from the Near East and the
Uh-huh.
Far East, right? And Britain was fucking trying to ruin China with heroin.
There was some good idealism with the Articles of Confederation, where you had 13 free and separate states that were confederated together. Um, and obviously, once you get past the Appomattox Courthouse into the Reconstruction period after the Civil War, it's obvious that, you know, if we're going to use the term Civil War, well, then the American Civil War was fought to create a singular, super powerful federal state, and that there would not be individual states with states' rights. There would just be one federal state, period. And that's pretty much what we've had since the Civil War.
Right. Because the states that said that's not what we want to do didn't win. Or at least that's the story that we're told. It's at this point it's hard to know exactly what happened all that time ago. Like it everything that we're told could be complete bullshit. Every single fucking shred of it.
We know that slavery is still legal. We know that slave labor is happening every day all over the United States. So tell me again what the Civil War fixed or what the Civil War solved, other than to get errant, petulant, little childish states to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. Big Daddy government's running the show now. And if you want this interstate money, if you want this Department of Education money, you gotta let your kids cut their dicks off.
Oh, I
There's
thought it was
strings
about
attached to all this
stealing
money.
the labor force from the plantations so that they could use them in the factories. Because it's all well and good if you're an industrialist tycoon and you build all these big, massive, magnificent factories. But if you ain't got nobody to work in them, then they really ain't worth shit, are they?
What's incredible to me is watching the American population and health outcomes just plummet as supermarkets and fast food drive-through windows have proliferated since the 1960s. We've seen the entire, a huge portion, at the very least, a huge portion of the American population has slowly been basically malnourished, nutritionally starved, and yet bloated to obesity with food-like almost foods. And, it kind of led to, really back to Richard Simmons, in the early 80s with, and everyone started doing exercise videos. People are starting to become health conscious because people's bodies are changing and what's going on here. And all of a sudden, exercise videos became an actual thing. And, there was all
Well, it
this
became an
push,
industry,
yeah.
right? Personal fitness did not exist before the 1980s.
The difference with Richard Simmons was that he had to be the most positive, compassionate, loving, warm, gregarious person in that entire genre. And he really was a pioneer. I mean, I don't really he led that whole craze in many ways of the exercise video. And no one else ever was able to replicate what Richard did because no one else had the heart beating in their chest that Richard did. So,
Right.
I mean, the guy truly, truly cared and loved about everyone that he worked with, everyone that he talked to, everyone that he touched.
Yeah,
Touched
I've
so many
I've
lives.
never heard anyone say a bad word about Richard Simmons ever,
Me neither, ever.
which is
Guy's
incredible.
literally a living saint.
Yeah.
Literally a living saint.
I wonder, let's see. Because
Well, you know what? Maybe it's time to put on the Richard song.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got about a half hour left before we call
Not
it
bad.
quits. So rest in peace, Richard Simmons. It's time for everybody to get up off the couch. Come on, stretch it out. It's time to dance. Oh, I probably need to share it, don't I?
Yeah. Yeah, it works better when you share it.
Okay. Oh, which means I gotta load the video. Okay.
That would help.
Is it gonna make me do commercial? You fucker! Nope, not today. Not today, Satan.
Ladies and gentlemen, where else can you get fine
Okay.
quality content like this?
Blammo.
I ask you.
All right, so now I've got it ready. Screen
Commercial
share.
free, fear free, corporate free, paywall
Ready, oh.
free.
There it is. Let me get back to 0.
And sometimes we even get it right.
All right, I've got it queued up and ready to go. This one's for you, Richard. Come on, ladies.
Live from the 304.
Do you need a hug?
or a kiss on your cheek, come over here. And please don't be meek. I'm here to make you happy and chase your blues away. I'm not going anywhere. I am here to stay.
That was someone recording his voice.
Do you need a hug or a kiss on your cheek? Come over here and please don't be meek. I'm here to make you happy and chase your blues away. I'm not going anywhere. I am here to stay. Do you need a hug or a kiss on your cheek? Come over here and please don't be meek. I'm here to make you happy and chase your blues away. I'm not going anywhere. I am here to stay.
Cash money. She want cash money. She want
Do you need a hug or a kiss on your cheek? Come over here and please don't be meek. I'm here to make you happy and chase your blues away. I'm not going anywhere. I am here to stay. Do you need a hug or a kiss on your cheek? Come over here and please don't be meek. I'm here to make you happy and chase your blues away. I'm not going anywhere. I am here to stay.
Wow. That was something else. Oh, shit. There he is.
There we go. I hit the wrong button. Okay.
Ah, that was wild.
So
That was a fitting tribute, too.
so
That was
looking,
Richard doing what he loved to do.
I was looking at, once I got my music together, and I went to put Richard Simmons's voice on it. I was astonished to find, that because I went to Richard Simmons's YouTube page, and on July the 1st, so like basically about 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
he posted a personal message to all his fans that were worried about him being sick with cancer and everything. And that's the message that he posted. Do you need a hug? Do you need a kiss on the cheek? I'm here to
Wow.
stay. Um, and that's the last thing. That's the last thing he posted on the internet. That's his voice from. I mean, so that's what I used for the song. That's literally his. He knew he was dying, and he didn't
Oh,
want
I'm
his
sure.
fans to be all freaked out about it. And so Richard Simmons gave a farewell message in the way that Richard Simmons would. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to stay. Kind of gets you in the feels.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does. Either that or it makes me worry that he's going to be haunting us now. Like when you least expect it. Kinda like Rick Astley, you know. Just lurking around every corner, waiting for you to let your guard down. Boom, there's Richard Simmons. Jazz hands.
Wow, Rick. I mean, the only thing worse than being Rick rolled would be getting Richard rolled.
Right? Rich
Rich
rolled.
rolled. Rich rolled. Yeah.
But no, we lost some heavy hitters.
And don't forget
All
about
on
Bob
Saturday,
Newhart.
man. Yeah.
We lost Bob Newhart too.
Well, that was today, I think. It was announced. I don't know. I was talking about specifically on Saturday. Because
Oh,
Richard died on Saturday.
didn't 90210 Shannon Doherty die?
Yes. Yes, she did. Which
Was
was
that
actually,
Saturday?
it was probably a good thing because she had been battling cancer for
Yeah.
many years. Like she had cancer in the before times.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much destroying her. Yeah. Um, but yeah, it made me think, what was it? I think, yeah, it was in Media Monarchy this morning. We were chatting about it during the broadcast. Because my fondest memories of Shannon Doherty are probably different from a lot of people. Whenever I think of Shannon Doherty, I think of the movie Mallrats,
Yeah.
which of course was the best movie that Kevin Smith ever produced.
Yeah.
And she was in that. And she was
Yep.
phenomenal in that. And she was fucking hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the Shannon Doherty that I will always remember. The hot
Shannon
chick
Doherty
from
was like
Mallrats.
she was like Tracy Lord's hot in Mallrats.
Yes, she was.
Seriously. Like literally a fucking a bonfire.
Yeah.
A fucking the kind that burns the fucking treetops. Fucking bonfire. Anyway.
Yeah, and the really messed up thing
Important
about that
cinematic
is
history.
I also, prior to Mallrats coming out in, what was that, like 94, I think? 94, 95, something like that. I actually had a girlfriend prior to that, like right after high school, that looked almost exactly like Claire Forlani.
Wow.
Yeah, so when I saw Mallrats for the first time, I like had to do a double take. Like, no, it can't be.
Doppelganger time.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I did get that newspaper. So give me just a second. I've got to
Oh
go
no.
grab that newspaper.
Oh
Before
my
we run
God,
out of time.
ladies and gentlemen, we have graduated to prop comedy. This, I think this might be a first for Get Fact Harder. I don't know if we've done prop comedy before. For those who were not paying attention this weekend, who could blame you? Because it's just been ridiculous. We did also lose the internationally renowned sex therapist and world-class sniper, Dr. Ruth Westheimer. Is true. Dr. Ruth was actually a sniper with the Haganah. A lot of people don't know that. Your friendly, grandmotherly TV sex therapist was also a deadly Jewish killer.
Come one, come all.
And
Read
now
all
you
about it.
know, yeah, now you know why Dr. Ruth was so handy with her tools. Because she really knew, she knew how to operate them. Put her hands all over them and squeezed everything that she could. Bam! Look at that.
Pitiful. Absolutely pitiful.
Also, Shelley Duvall died.
Wow.
Yeah, that one really got like swept under the rug. I didn't hear a lot of people announcing that one.
Wow. Well, the top breaking headline in the Huntington Herald Dispatch for
Oh,
Thursday,
breaking news, ladies and gentlemen.
July 18th, 2024. West Virginia American Water Company, a German-owned company. West Virginia American Water has requested a 3% rate increase. They're asking the West Virginia Public Service Commission to allow them to hike their rates by 3% for planned infrastructure upgrades. Just four months after state regulators approved an 8% increase in water and sewer rates for average customers for West Virginia American Water Company. And the company is now
What are the
asking for
odds?
another 3% hike on top of that.
See what I did there?
The proposal marks the latest in a long string of rate increases that push the average monthly West Virginia American Water residential bill from 3,100 gallons from an average of $39 per month to $66 per month. Basically, they've doubled
the bill. Yeah.
Yeah. And they've doubled the bill in just 3 years. And then what else? We have Foundry Film Camp inspires young actors. Gino's Pizza founder dies.
Oh,
Okay.
Chino's wasn't bad.
Okay, we're gonna have
Wasn't great,
to,
but it wasn't bad. So many people
Jesus.
dying these days.
Jesus.
Wonder
And
what
that's
could
it?
be causing it.
So we've got that and oh my God, it's literally 5 fucking pages now.
Yeah. Is there a
Folks,
sports
newspapers
section?
are dead.
Wait, no,
There's
it
this,
can't be 5 pages. It has to
there's
be an
this,
even number of
and then
pages.
and then there's the sports section.
Yeah, it
So
can't
we've
be an
got-
odd number of pages. That's not possible.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's not how
5,
newspapers work.
All right, so we got 10 pages with the everything else section, and the headline section is, so we're down to just 20 pages. Wow. All right, so let's see here.
Well, there you go. That's all the news that fits.
Let's see what's on page 2, Paul Harvey.
I mean, why do you want to read a newspaper anyway, Yona? You should just go to the internet. It's much quicker.
All right, so Frankfort, Kentucky. The Biden administration's push to reclassify marijuana as a less dangerous drug won an endorsement Wednesday from Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, who said the jury is no longer out on its medical uses as an alternative to opioids. So yay for weeds. Right, they just want that tax money. Who's kidding?
Yeah. That's all it is. Another revenue stream. That's all they're looking for. And they're trying to figure out how to again, the dude, remember the dude at I think it was at the apothecary was telling us about it. Remember? He was like, yeah, everybody's going to go through all the exact same shit that Colorado's already gone through. And 10 years from now, they're going to be what we're doing right now.
Wow. Well, I've got one other story I do have to share with everyone here.
All right. Well, we still got like 18 minutes.
Huntington's hot dog trail has received over 1,000 check-ins. It's news to me.
Come again?
I'm facting myself as we speak. Huntington, West Virginia. The Huntington Hot Dog Trail launched just over a year ago. To date, it has received 1,322 registrations from more than 20 states.
Seriously? Again? What the hell? I don't. Yona might not even know that he went anywhere. I don't know. We'll see if he comes back. My audio is screwed up again. So something weird's going on. I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe, is this because we talked about Shelley Duvall? Is that what it is? I don't think. Let's see. He's showing us sleep on Discord. If he's trying to send me a text message, he doesn't know that my phone is off at the moment. So yeah, he might not even know that he's not on the stream anymore. I'm a bit perplexed about what to do. I'm also quite high. And yeah, where'd you go, Yona? He's in the Rumble live stream chat. This is a little bit bizarre. No, not even a ghost, Tom. Like, there's not even a ghost of Yona. He's just gone. He's not there. You know, it's like that song from the Zombies. Except instead of she, it's he. He's just not there. There he is. So, like, what the fuck?
What the fuck happened, man?
I don't know. It's just you were there, you were talking, you were reading from the paper, and then you were gone.
Yeah, this time, Streamlabs just completely kicked me out and logged me off.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if there's an update or something. Hey, here's a good idea. Let's push out an update at the very time that the majority of our users are going to be active in the software, because that makes the most sense. Right?
Wow.
That's a good business model, right?
So apparently this Huntington Hot Dog Trail
Yeah.
is something run through the Huntington Area Convention and Visitors Bureau. And the trail features 9 local restaurants that are famous for their hot dogs. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm just going to wad this motherfucker up, throw it away. And you know what? I didn't even pay for this anyways. I was just trying to find a way into the mall this morning, and the paper boy had thrown it against the door of the J.C. Penney's. The J.C. Penney's still wasn't open, so I thought, fuck it. I'll just steal the newspaper.
Y'all still have a J.C. Penney?
Yeah.
Damn, I thought they had all closed.
Not ours.
They must have a deal like that Bennigan's and Booger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost forgot to shit on Booger. You know,
I'm glad I reminded you then.
Honestly, I was so what I'll never forget was when we left the Bennigan's parking lot and we like went under this underpass under a railroad track, kind of like when the Kennedy motorcade pulls away from Daly Plaza and they go underneath the railroad viaduct. So we're going on this railroad viaduct, or maybe it's a intersection or something. I don't know. We go on an underpass, leaving the Bennigans, and we're heading on toward town. And we're see the main strip, everything's fucking closed, but McDonald's and Taco Bell, not eating fast food. So we're like, well, we'll go downtown. So I'm looking at the layout of the town. So we'll go right in the middle of. We're going straight to the juicy center of Booger. Drive right through the middle of the fucking town. Is Godzilla fighting King Kong on the city gates or something? Like, where is everybody?
Turns out, no.
Everybody's
They,
fucking
in the center of
gone.
town, they weren't there either.
Not a soul. Everything closed. Meanwhile, I already knew I needed to get gas. I had expected we would get gas in Booger or whatever, Bourget or however the fuck you say it. Well, of course, being stunned by it's like a Twilight Zone episode or something, Rod Sterling. And so finally we're like, we just got to get the fuck out of here. We got to go to Amarillo or something. We got to find, there's nothing here. Only then, when we're like halfway to fucking Amarillo, do I look down and realize, shit, we never did get gas. Oh shit. It's like, I think we might run out. I think we might actually fucking run out of gas. At which point, Drizzle like coughs out a big cloud of smoke, and I'm still hitting the pipe. And also, it's kind of like getting to be like a buzzkill. Like my heart rate goes
It
up.
was a
I'm like,
buzzkill.
and then when you need the Google to work, it doesn't.
Never.
So
It's designed that way.
we're getting into Amarillo.
You think it's a bug,
Okay.
but it's actually a feature.
Okay, we just need to find the closest fucking gas station. Google says, "Oh, hey, drive 6 miles that way." It's like, motherfucker, I just saw there's a gas station 2 miles away. Why the fuck would I go 6 miles when I can go, what the fuck? And then Drizzle gets on his phone. He's like, "Oh, wait, there's one 5 miles that way." I'm like, yeah, but what about the one that's just 2 miles this way? Why would we go past it when we, what the fuck is going on with Google, man? What the fuck?
I think they
is- so,
sabotage themselves. Is what it is.
so long story short, the one that I'd already seen on the map was within 2 miles. I was like, fuck all the dumb shit. We're gonna make this left. We're gonna hit this fucking gas station.
Yeah, I actually argued with him about which gas station to go to.
I was like, I just want to go to the closest fucking one because I'm telling you, we're about to run out. And that extra 3 miles to the other gas station will be the extra 3 miles that we're walking on foot. So we gotta, and Google was just working against us the whole time. Hey, go that way. No, go that way. No, like Google, man. Nearest fucking gas station. But so we literally pull right up to the pump. And as we're pulling up to the pump, the whole gas bar just disappeared.
Car shuddered a little bit.
And it kind of sputtered. I'm
Yeah.
like, God damn. Well, it's got an 8-gallon tank, and I got over 8 gallons into the tank.
That's right, you did. It was like 8.03 gallons or
I
something.
don't know.
Yeah.
God, man. I'm like, wow.
Well, it's probably, to be fair, it's probably like an 8.5 gallon tank. Because they always build in a little bit extra. Yeah, it's never going to be like a 7.98 gallon tank. It's always going to be a little bit over whatever it's supposed to be.
And plus, like my dumb ass, half the time I'll gas it up all the way to the fucking lid. Fucking gas splashing out the fucking lid,
Yeah.
Little bit too full.
But it just
By
depends.
God, we made it.
Yeah, it's just how dangerous do you want to live? Do you want to smoke a cigarette while you're pumping gas, or
But through that whole trip, religiously, I don't think ever had less than a quarter tank. Usually we were
Well, except
gassing
that
it
one
out.
time, yeah.
Yeah, other than the one time when we got stunned in Booger or whatever, rarely, usually quarter tank, half tank, we're putting more gas in it. My God, it's $10 here, $12 there. It's fucking three-cylinder. I mean, things getting like 45 miles a gallon. I mean, it's really cheap to travel in, but it still needs gas, and
Not
so
super comfortable to travel in, but
not very comfortable.
yeah.
Not very comfortable at all. Um, yeah, but
It's decent for what it is, you know.
I mean, compared to that Durango, I
Like
was
if you're like
with the leather
5'5", it's probably the perfect road trip vehicle.
what I hate about that car, because that's how I make my living, is like
And you're
every
not
time
5'5".
every time I get out, like I have to pop my back because it's like I literally have to, like my knees are like next to my cheeks because like the seat is it's a fucking clown car.
Yeah.
It's so good on gas. But that just goes to show you how surreal and just off-putting and just we both drove out of Booger just fucking stunned. Like, what in the fuck was that? What in what the fuck is wrong with 16,000 people? 6 o'clock on a Thursday. And they're all home watching TV.
Yep. Cars were
I
in
was so
driveways,
fucked up.
people. Like we
And
drove
we're
through a
sitting there.
residential portion, and it was like every automobile was neatly tucked into the driveway.
Sitting
Every
in the
house.
carport,
It was fucking bizarre.
and no one was
Never
outside
seen anything
grilling.
like this in my life.
Everyone watching TV. There we are, like, talking about this as we drive past 4 or 5 fucking gas stations and just head straight out of work.
Yeah. Yeah, because we were just done. We were fucking done.
Like, we gotta
It's
get
like,
the fuck
fuck
out.
this
We
place.
fuck
We'll
this
go to
place.
the next
We gotta get to
place.
Amarillo. We
Yeah.
gotta get back to Amarillo. This was a mistake. We should have just gone to Amarillo. Lesson learned.
Yep.
Honestly, Borger is the kind of town I would expect to find in the Ukraine. There, I mentioned Ukraine again. All right. I think we've covered all our bases. Oh, and Donald Trump allegedly got shot in the ear last weekend in Butler County, Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Some
I
people
know.
say
I know. I know.
just had to
And
get that
Butler
in the
was named
title.
for some military dude that did some heinous thing back in the day. Yeah, I know. We covered all of that Saturday night.
Yeah,
It's
it was
everybody else in the world, Yona, that
it was
wants
the
to keep bringing it up and do fucking retarded things like wearing a piece of gauze on their ear when there's nothing wrong with their ear.
it was Colonel
Because
Mustard in the butler's room, and he hit him on the ear.
it helps their savior daddy if they put the gauze on the ear.
My favorite moment is the fist punch to the air, and then the Nazi salute.
It looked like he was trying to say fuck you,
Yeah,
but I'm not sure that's what he was trying to say.
yeah,
I think he was saying get my shoes. I think that's what it was.
yeah. Because he wanted his shoes back.
Right.
Very
Well,
expensive
he
to buy
wears
his clothes.
expensive shoes. Plus, he's an old man. He's probably got like the orthopedic style of the Bruno
Yeah.
Malleys, right? So they help give him support. Because again, not a small man. He's a larger man like you and I. So that extra support is crucial. I can understand. I can empathize with that. God damn, he's only, what is he? He's 79. So he's only 29 years older than me.
there is one thing that I was a bit
Damn.
not surprised, maybe shocked is more the word. And I shouldn't have been shocked, but once again, it's not been my friends on and former neighbors and classmates down in Kentucky that I keep in touch with. All the MAGA people have just been actually pretty low key. Um, Whereas the liberals, all my like LaRue County classmates, they're like completely broken bane. Like you had one job to do and you missed. And like, I mean, like literally like dangerously violent things.
Yeah.
And again, it's been the blue haired, mask wearing, get your fucking jab, you grandma killer, and they just continue this march toward complete totalitarianism.
Yeah.
Um, and it's not on the right, it's on the left.
Yeah. Well, you can do it on the left too. On the left, you get communism, like straight up communism.
Oh yeah. Hammer
Yeah.
and sickle intensifies like a motherfucker right
Yeah.
about now. No doubt.
That's not what we're going to get, though. We're going to, again, we're going, because of the United States is a nation of corporations. Hello. Why the hell do you think Joe Biden was in the White House for the last 4 years, people? Come on.
Yeah.
Try to keep up.
My favorite
Yeah, we're
moment
going to
during
get the right side. We're going to get the corporate style.
just go back with me to that moment when MBS from the KSA, that's Saudi Prince Mohammed bin Salman from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, is sitting in the Oval Office with the Trump during the Trump presidency. And Trump has these huge poster boards of all the jobs that he's supporting by selling all this military equipment to the Saudis that they were then using against Yemen and Sana'a and Hodeidah. But literally, that in that moment, you got to see what an actual president is. Nothing but a fucking salesman.
Salesman, top salesman.
Nothing but a top salesman. And look at
CEO
all
is
these
always the
Raytheon
top
boom
salesman.
booms and Boeing
Always.
bang bangs that we're
Yep.
selling. Yeah. And you remember that moment. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I think we've just about made it to the midnight hour.
It is the midnight hour.
Once again, Wage the Doligi, Jatog Safety. Be sure and check out the latest Tennessee-based songy song, Nickajack. And please support also our friends at The New Prisoners and Studio 8424. And support us at manufacturingreality.org. Got a boutique there, got shirts, got ways to donate.
All
And
different
most
kinds of
of
ways.
all, trust your inner monologue. I would go with your own intuition at this point. Stick with the free and independent thought type stuff. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
your best bet.
Best thing about thinking for yourself is you only have yourself to blame if things go wrong.
Yep.
That's actually kind of nice. I dig that part. Good night, everybody.